We are live, honey.
Oh, awesome.
Adjusting your chair. Good
Hey,
morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good afternoon, good night. Just like what you usually say.
Yes. Hello, world. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are at in the world. And hey, did you know that all marketing is attracting those that you want and repelling those that you do not? Yes, and we're going to get into that right now. Again, this is Savanh, and this is my beautiful, amazing business partner, wife, angel, and queen, Phyllis Savanh.
Hi, everyone. We're here to, help you, elevate your life, elevate your business, and teach you how to work smart instead of working hard.
Yes. And this channel is designed really to help you integrate all areas of your life, at least the 4 major areas, which is your family, yourself, your intimate relationship, and your business. And we are going live to you here from Facebook, from YouTube, and we are on this series, this awesome series from Tony Robbins. We attended Business Mastery. So this series is really, this is episode 3, and this is covering our top takeaways from Business Mastery.
Which there's a lot of them.
Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, there's hundreds of things that we learn, and just our minds. But today we're going to be sharing with you 2 takeaways that are so key to really so vital to the growth of your business, that could impact and make that shift that's needed, that 2 millimeter shift in your business that can take it to a whole other level. And we know that your business really affects your intimate relationship. Our whole purpose here is to grow and enhance and really help couples elevate their intimate relationship. But we also know that the 3 other areas that affect it are yourself, your family, and your business. So that's why Wednesday is always a business day, that we're going to be sharing with you tips and strategies and ideas and examples that are related to business.
Yes, and we right now we have a communication about should this this day we would like to test it out whether we should live on at 7 a.m. or 7 p.m. So if you prefer 7 a.m. or 7 p.m., just put it on the chat. Actually, we're talking about CST.
Yeah, just on Wednesday. So Central Standard Time. We are in Dallas, Texas. So those of you around the world that know us and are watching, you're wondering when we say 7 or 8 or 9, we're talking about Dallas, Texas time. Okay, so every day we're going to be on at 9, except for Wednesday. And the reason why is we are always in growth mode, and there's a really special training that happens every single Wednesday at 8 a.m. And sometimes it ends before 9, but sometimes it bleeds into past 9. And we always want to go on there. Why? Because not only are we growing and really adding value to ourselves, but that training every week that we hop on, there's so many takeaways from that we are here to do that, to grow, because we want to add more value to you. Yes. So we're either going to move this Wednesday, just Wednesday, either at 7 a.m. or we're going to do it at 10 a.m. or even later in the afternoon. So comment.
7 p.m.
Or 7 p.m. I'm
sorry.
7 p.m. or
7 a.m.
or 7 a.m. Yes. So again, today's topic is top takeaways from Tony Robbins Business Mastery.
And if you find any value, again, just subscribe it. Turn on the notifications, so that way you will be able to get all the notifications, just in case if you forget about it. And then like or subscribe, like or comment below, because we do live with your comments to get to know where you're thinking at. If there's a topic that you want to talk about, comment it below. If you really love our topic, comment it below. And also, if you know some people, anyone in your your family or a vendor that you work with that really do need some strategy in business, share this video with them, so in that way they know and you can help them with it just with one click of a button.
She's learning. I used to have to say, my wife is ready to give you some announcements. She jumped right in there. That's
exactly
amazing.
Because I don't like the word announcement.
Okay, so here are your 2 tips. So again, Business Mastery is a course that not couples, actually individually, it's quite a bit of money, right? So in this generally are people who are in business or starting a business. I mean, we were at Business Mastery live last year, and then this year we did it virtual. But I mean, such a big variety of people there, which was amazing. I mean, the gentleman that I sat next to was generating a $350 million annual business, right? And then the person next to me to my left was just starting out, right? And I was just in the middle, 15 years of business experience. So it's just amazing stuff. A ton of people have been on there, like for example, Salesforce.com. He's been on there. So many people like Steve Wynn, who owns the Wynn Hotels in Las Vegas. I mean, Tony really caters to a variety of people. Those who just want to elevate their life, their business, their relationship, everything's kind of all into one. It's pretty amazing. So here are top 2 takeaways.
Go ahead.
Okay. So the first takeaway that we took, and we're going to be sharing with you that, and write this down. So the 2 core fundamental functions of a business is innovation and marketing. The two core functions of any business is innovation and marketing. Look, you have tons of functions that you have to do, right? Fundamentals, but the fundamentals of a business, the 2 core fundamentals is really innovation and marketing. Those, and when we say that, this is learned from Tony, and obviously Tony learned this from Peter Drucker, the greatest mind of business of all time. But if you look at all the big businesses that really exceed, right? Again, business-wise, after the first year, 50% of businesses fail. After 5 years, up to almost 80% fail, and up to 10 years, almost 96% of them fail. So that 4% that succeed, or that 5%, that 50% that succeed within the first year, what they do best is innovate and market. And why is that important? Because if you look at some examples, there's so many things that we have to do every single day in a business, right? Just like us, we have, several businesses, we have employees, we have clients. But really, if you innovate and market, you're going to grow continuously, like, these companies like the Amazons of the world, the Facebooks of the world, and, the Airbnbs, the Ubers. And we're going to share with you a couple of examples here, right, of innovation. So we'll start with innovation first. If you look at, if you think of hotels, right, you're probably thinking first thought of hotel you're thinking of are places like Hilton, right, Hyatt, and all these people. But if you look at somebody like Hilton, the Hilton Hotel, they have over 1 million. They basically operate over 1 million rooms all around the world. They've been in business for 100 years now, and they generate a value. They're valued at $25 billion today, right? $25 billion today. So if somebody wanted to break into this space of, hey, providing somebody a place to sleep during their travels, they can either choose to go into the hotel industry, right? Or they can innovate. And guess who innovated? Airbnb. So check out these numbers. They're mind-blowing numbers. So they own 4 million, right? They service 4 million rentals, right? They are 11 years old, but they're valued at $38 billion.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Pretty amazing.
So if you look at the 2, right? One owns over 1 million rooms. Owns, operates, overhead, all that stuff. Built it, debt, all that stuff, right? And then a 100-year-old company valued at $25 billion. And then here's a small guy living in San Francisco, thought of an idea, right? Innovation of an idea, and they service 4. And the reason why I say service is because they don't own any of it.
Yes.
They don't own any of the rentals. They service 4 million rentals, right? Check out the difference in overhead. They didn't have to build it. They didn't have to build that house, that RV, that apartment whatever it is that people are staying at, right? That tiny home. We stayed at a tiny home. That was pretty cool in Nashville. Remember that? And regardless, they don't own any of that. The individual did that, so they're servicing an experience. Talk about innovation to service an experience. 11 years later, they're valued at $38 billion, larger than a company that's been around. That's a very powerful name as well. Here's another form of marketing, Ford. Ford builds 119. They've been around 116 years. They're valued at $37 billion. And then, guess what? If you want to get into that space, automotive space, guess who came along? Uber. Look at how they innovated, right? 10-year-old company valued over $90 billion. They own 0 cars.
Yes.
Or manufacture 0 cars. Does that make sense? So that's a form of innovation. So,
but again, I just think that, innovation doesn't have to be huge, like
Correct.
what Cease is saying, because at the very beginning when I heard about it, it is mind-boggling. It's so impressive. Isn't maybe not mind-boggling, but mind-blowing, right? But the key is, you can do something like that too. I was just thinking about, I just brought this, this flashlight with me, right? So this is a flashlight. It's pretty cool. And, we use it for,
in case the lights go out.
Yeah. Again, obviously COVID happened and there's a lot of, talks about it. So again, I love my gadget. And, here, this is kind of like a light, right? It's like a light. And then, but the innovative part about that is you can open it up and you become a
lamp.
A lantern.
Oh, that's neat.
Right. And then on top of that, you can also charge your USB port. There's a charging. And you can obviously, charge this lights if it runs out. However, if you really running into apocalypse and you cannot find batteries or chargers,
zombie apocalypse,
you can actually manually do the flashlight, right? Right now I'm in Cancun. We go to Thailand all the time, so if the power went out, it's pretty normal, right? Philippines too, so we can just crank it and then there's lights coming out.
Amazing.
Again, I could buy a flashlight for $5. I think I bought this for $15. Don't tell my husband about that. He's not here. Just because it is really innovating, right? Again, it just, my husband, he's here. So it just, I just thought, this could be a really good example, in your business, what can you do, right? Between a regular flashlight, right? Into this, again, they added a handle that might be costing them maybe, 10 cents, right? And this innovation, this popping out innovation, even if they don't have the rest of the stuff, this will be really amazing. But what can you do in your business that you can innovate so that the people get like, oh, kind of like me, like I love gadgets. So I everywhere I go, I'm like, look, dude, look at this. This is so cool.
Yeah.
What does that mean? That is actually free marketing, which I know Cease is going to talk about, the next,
Yeah. So innovation does not have to be big. It could be something, an idea, right? A passion, really. If you think about Uber and Airbnb, it started as a passion.
Mm-hmm.
It started as a love, right? These guys were traveling all over the place, and they happened to get tired of staying at hotels. So they said, how can we create a better experience for ourselves? And then they said, hey, there might be a niche for this. And they turned their passion, their love into a business. That's really all marketing really is. So the second tip is be an owner, not an operator. Okay. And what does that really mean? You have to, if you think about something like hamburgers, right?
Yes.
I don't eat hamburgers, but hamburgers.
I love hamburgers.
Would you? So you're known for this in a town. You're known for this burger joint that's just famous for being the best burgers in the world, right? And you're the operator. You're in there. You're the entrepreneur. You're in there every single day because your business needs you to be in there every single day because it's that in order for it to be the best burgers in the world, the business needs you in there. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So you're the chef, you're the guy and everything, or a gal. And if you look at somebody like McDonald's, right? Do they have the best burgers in the world? No, they just have the best systems.
Yes.
Right? That's all it is. So when we say become a business owner versus an operator, that's really what we mean, is to have systems in your business that will allow you to essentially grow your business, geometrically without you having to be there. So how do you do this? Well, being a business owner is this. It's a very, very simple thing. For my tip to you in regards to this is run your business as if you were selling it. That's the best way to do it. If you really want to transition from an operator to a business owner, run it like you're selling it. Well, what does that mean? Well, you're running it, you're creating systems as if you're not there. Because if you're going to sell it, you're not there.
Yes.
So you're forcing yourself to create systems that essentially saying, if I sold this, the people that are looking to buy the business from me, they're going to see if I take myself away, will the business drop or will the business continue or will the business grow? That's it, right? So you gotta basically run it as if you're selling it. So people that are going to buy from you will look at valuations of your business in terms of the revenue, how long it's been in business, the product and services, the continued growth, and really the system. That's really what it is. So that's how you transition from an operator to business owner.
Yes, and if you really wanted to know about it, I would strongly suggest you to read this book, Michael Gerber, E-Myth.
Yes.
Okay, Michael Gerber, E-Myth. We're gonna put it in the a comment below, because that books really changes my mind. It really explained to me how McDonald have changed and expand geometrically in the whole world because of the system, because the system is so good that you can just hire anyone to do it. And because once upon a time, right, I want to be a business owner because I wanted to feel important, right? I feel like I'm somehow not important enough in my life, so I wanted to create a system where everything has to go through me. And then I get to a point where it's like, oh my goodness, if and one day I think I thought, but I was sick, and I realized that wow, I can't even take a 10 minutes break or an hour break, because if I did take the break, everything stopped, right? Then it really made me realize that I'm not doing well. Then I started to create system and leverage and started to expand, and really just create system that, hey, if what my answer is either a yes or a no, and then when it's gray, then you ask me about those questions. But if the system is good enough, I think I got to a point where maybe like 80% of them we already have an answer, black or white, and then 20% of them is gray. So now I just only have to handle the 20% and not the 80% of it, right? Yeah. And I think that's very, very important. And again, business mastery, just really, blow it right off, because it talks about, are you an artist? Are you a manager? Are you an entrepreneur? Yep. It really, make it more structure in my head to really make me figure out, okay, how can I be more of a owner instead of an operator? Yeah. Because if you're an operator, if you're really busy every single day, that means that you just have a very expensive job.
Yeah. So again, to transition from an operator to a business owner, right? What Phyllis just said there, your business really has three main roles. There's an entrepreneur, there's a manager, and then obviously there's an artist, right? And if you're trying to be all three, then you're an operator. Or if you're trying to be something you're not, you're an operator. Why? Because if you're really technically your skills are a manager, if you really want to transition to a business owner, then you have to hire yourself the entrepreneur. You have to hire yourself the artist, yes, right, to do those things like the recipes for the hamburger, for example, yes, right? But if you're the artist, it's okay too. It's okay too. Hire a manager to run the operations and hire an entrepreneur to grow the business, to get it valued to where it needs to be, or expand it and create the vision for it. That's amazing too. And you stay as an artist. So, and then after that, you'll be able to create systems in your area of expertise, your skill, and then you're able to sell it and get a higher multiple when you actually sell it. So
the bottom line is we wanted to give you all these takeaways so that you can work less in your business, but get more, yes, out of your business, so that in that way you have more energy, time for your loved one. Yes, of course.
Like we are, we're at Playa del Carmen right now, right? So in beautiful Cancun, Mexico, and it's because of systems. It's because we have people in place that have certain skill sets that we do not have, and we stay in the lane that we're supposed to stay in, our strength zone. Never work on your weaknesses, you work on your strength zone.
And yes, I know that you guys are watching right now. You guys are amazing. So yes, thank you so much for working so hard for us. We're just telling the world that we really appreciate you right there.
Yes, yes, yes. So again, just a recap, the two takeaways are, the two core fundamentals of a business. If you really want to grow exponentially, geometrically, is the core fundamentals: innovation and marketing. You always have to think innovation and marketing in your business every single day. How can you improve innovation? How can you improve marketing every single day? And then last but not least is transitioning from an operator to a business owner is having the right people in place and having the right systems in place, so that take yourself out of it, yes, run it like a third person, yes, so that it can be valued at the valuation that it is when you do actually decide to sell it, if that's the case. Yes. But you don't have to, but you have to run it like you are selling it.
Yes.
Okay.
So I love it.
Thank you very much, guys. Again, if you like this video, hit the like button, comment specifically, comment a takeaway, and really comment if there's anything else you want to add to this. And then if somebody in your, circle of love, friends, family, associates really could benefit from this, if they're running a struggling business and they need to innovate and market, or if they are a father, mother, and they're just working their brains out, tirelessly. They got bags under their eyes, and you're like, dude, you're running your business to ground. So here's how to do it. These two couple. So, and then the whole key is just like Phyllis said, we just want you to run an effective business so that you can have more time with your loved ones and really live and create the life that you deserve and not be the manager of your circumstances. Okay? So thank you very much, guys. Love you. We'll see you soon. And again, life will never be the same. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.
Sounds good. We're going to Facebook now. Bye-bye. You want to watch it on